Mojtaba wore the turban, but the crown had already been claimed by a different force. The era of the clerics was fading. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or IRGC, had spent 3 decades building a state within a state. Now they were the state. They controlled the ports, the telecommunications networks, and the vast oil infrastructure. Their economic empire was the lifeblood of the nation. The transition of power was less a religious succession and more a hostile corporate takeover. The supreme leader had become a chairman of the board, beholden to his military shareholders. Deep underground, in missile cities carved into the mountains, the IRGC's aerospace forces continued to expand their arsenal, unchecked by civilian oversight. The Quds Force, the elite external operations branch, doubled down on its asymmetric warfare strategy. They needed to project strength to cover their internal vulnerability. The state media apparatus was purged of moderates. The narrative was strictly controlled. The assassination was a declaration of war, and unity under the IRGC was the only defense. Domestically, the Basij militia and internal security forces were unleashed. The tolerance for dissent, already razor-thin, evaporated completely. A digital iron curtain descended. The IRGC's cyber units expanded their domestic surveillance, turning the Republic into a panopticon. The institutions of the Republic, the Parliament, the Presidency, remained intact, but they were hollowed out, mere facades for the military dictatorship operating behind them. As the West tightened sanctions in response to the IRGC's absolute power, the Iranian economy plunged further into crisis. The middle class was decimated. Yet, the IRGC thrived. Their vast smuggling networks and black market operations ensured that the elite remained insulated from the economic collapse. Beneath the surface of total control, a dangerous pressure was building. The social contract was broken, replaced entirely by fear. To deter future strikes, the IRGC commanders pushed the nuclear program to the brink of weaponization. They believed only a bomb could guarantee their survival. Mojtaba Khamenei sat in his father's office, issuing religious edicts. But every major decision was pre-approved by the generals. The supreme leader was now a captive of his protectors. The military-industrial complex accelerated the production of drones and ballistic missiles, flooding the region with cheap, lethal technology. The Republic was gone in all but name. Iran had transitioned into a hardline, security-first military dictatorship draped in the robes of Shia Islam. With internal opposition silenced and the clerics marginalized, the IRGC turned its full attention outward. The region was their chessboard. They signaled their proxies across the Middle East. The assassination of the supreme leader would not go unanswered. The retaliation phase was about to begin. As the IRGC consolidated its iron grip, the shockwaves of the strike finally reached the borders. Next, we examine the regional fallout. Part 6, Regional Blowback.